Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Don't Tell Mama. And now Don't Tell Mama is proud to present Blair Alexis Brown and Michael Roberts.
4 years ago, if you recall, Trump was high riding, then in stepped Biden. Now Trump is back again with the same old song and dance, but even worse with J.D. Vance. For the third time in just 12 years, the same problem has arisen. But if we vote, yes, if we vote, we'll see Harris in the White House and Donald Trump in prison. So, one more time, the great blue wave. When democracy trembles, we all assemble like we've done since way back when. Again we serve this great blue wave, because we have a new election and perhaps an insurrection. So here we are again. But this honorable mission is no imposition. We know what we're standing for is right. For no cause is greater than disabling a dictator. So we've come to fight. Here we'll make the great blue wave. 'Cause when we're attacking, we'll send Donnie packing. We'll make Trump an also Rein. When we build the great blue wave, we'll strengthen our health care. 'Cause in a health scare, what good is just the concept of a plan? With their weird fabrications, like cat-eating Haitians, these folks are mentally unwell. They've got crazy right-wingers, but we've got lots of singers. And singers are determined as hell. Nothing stops the great blue wave. Who's got the balls? Harris. Well, wolves. They are the change we crave. So come, join the great blue wave. Michael Roberts. Good afternoon, joyful warriors. We are all here together again, singing for democracy, for one reason. That reason's name, Stephen Hanks. Well, I mean, our collective burning and undying desire to thwart fascism and Stephen Hanks. It's two reasons. Stephen has been producing and lovingly curating the Blue Wave since 2018, after a long tenure in New York City as not only a writer, editor, and publisher, but one of New York's top cabaret producers, reviewers, and publicists, among many other roles. In 2021, we lost him to the Red Rocks of Sedona, Arizona. where he relocated to slow down. And in about 2 seconds, he was an executive board member for the Red Rock Democrats, a varsity baseball coach, an advertising executive for the Sedona International Film Festival, and now host of 2 radio shows, The Patriotic Progressive and Sedona Life with Stephen Hanks, among many other roles. He's bad at slowing down, but he is great at lifting us up through his tireless promotion of democratic ideals and resistance via music. Ladies and gentlemen, our host with the most, our fearless leader, and our friend, Stephen Hanks!
Now I can retire. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Blair. Good afternoon, patriots and lovers of democracy. As Blair said, this is our 12th Blue Wave Cabaret campaign show to raise money for Democratic candidates. And also, we did a couple of shows where we raised money for voting rights organizations, which is my big hobby horse. I'll talk a little bit about that soon. I was determined to wing it without any notes because for 2 reasons. 1, I wanted to speak from the heart, and 2, I hate wearing these freaking reading glasses on stage. But I'm not going to take any chances, so bear with me. Michael, can you do me a favor with the video? Can you edit out the reading glasses, or would that like comb my whole face?
I can only make it look thinner.
There you go.
That works for me.
So this is a special. By the way, I was not going to do another show. We did one in May, and we did it to raise money for the Democratic congressional candidates in New York State, who we needed to flip races so we could get back the House, which we are going to do. And by the way, you're going to hear a lot of very optimistic talk out of me tonight, okay? But you'll understand why. So I think, being that we're from New York, I think and I can still consider myself a New Yorker, we've done 12 shows, so I think after Kamala becomes president, and since we all, being New Yorkers, love bagels, they're saying, where is he going with this? It's got to be a baker's dozen, right? Got to do and 13's my lucky number. So, before I tell you about the show and why we're here, let's hear it for Blair Alexis Brown and Michael Roberts for that opening number. Michael wrote that original song, and the story. And now here's the deal with the Great Blue Wave song. When I decided I was going to do this series way back at the beginning of 2018, probably right at the end of 2017, I knew I wanted to have some kind of theme song. And I asked Michael, because he's a fantastic musical theater composer and been my friend now for going over 20 years. And I said, Michael, can you write me a theme song that's like topical and that's Trump and the whole thing? He got the idea. So he came up with this great song that I used to do to open the show, pretty much every show. And then I didn't do it the last few shows because it started getting dated. A lot of the references were from early in Trump's administration. But for this one, I asked him, can you possibly write a new lyric? And he was running all over Europe and dropped everything. I think he was on the Seine, I don't know. And he whipped that new lyric together in a couple of weeks, and Blair just learned it. And now, I have a really important introduction to make. I want to introduce to the stage a woman that I owe such a debt of gratitude to. because out of the 12 shows that we've done, this is going to be her 9th one as musical director. She has been fantastic this whole time since 2018. She's been there. She rehearses all the songs with the cast members. And by the way, in the course of these 12 shows, we've had over 35 different singers do this. So that tells you the devotion and dedication we've had. She has been amazing. I love what she's brought to this. You know, she's a multi award winner in New York Cabaret and music. So I just want to welcome to the stage right now my good friend and a great music director, Tracy Stark. Yes.
What a great house.
I know. Can I take you all home? Oh, that's a Jerry Lewis moment right there. I never fail to miss an opportunity to do a little Jerry Lewis impression. I didn't think I was going to do that. May he rest in peace. Okay, so I'm going to do a little quick call and response because I know you are all very politically astute and you'll know where I'm going with this. So, when we fight,
we win.
When we fight,
we win.
One more. When we fight,
we win.
All right, we got it. So, right after Kamala Harris became the candidate, and there was all this energy behind her campaign, one morning I was looking at my social media accounts, and New York Magazine had this cover of a large coconut and Kamala sitting on top of it, and there were famous Democrats, like little pictures of famous Democrats walking around like Obama, Clinton, and everything, and across the coconut it said Camelot with a K, of course. And it really spoke to me because John F. Kennedy was my first political hero, and we all know what they called that administration. So on the spot, and I hope I don't screw this up, I said, I gotta write some kind of parody about this, right? So this is what I came up with, and I'm gonna ask you for the last line, you can join in, and it would be that the line is then, now, with, and you'll know what the last word is, okay? Here we go. It's true. It's true. Republicans are weird. And we have found a candidate who's cheered. July, we thought we'd lose the next election. Joe Biden's chances clearly went to pot. Then suddenly we found a new direction with Kamala. The right wing scares with Project 25 and demonizes women quite a lot. At ballot box, smart folks will vote with K-Hive. That's Kamala. 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 We know that Trump's a bit bizarre, a bit. But with Kamala, Kamala, our new prez will be a star. The polls don't always tell the proper story, and pundits almost never get it right. In short, there's simply not a better winning shot for Dems to take the presidency than now with Kamala. have written one more verse. As one of my favorite entertainers used to say, thank you very much. So I just want to make a few statements before we bring up a couple people and get rolling with the fantastic group of singers, all of whom I love and who are amazing. So I made a comment toward the end of that song about polls. And I know a little bit about politics, and you know everybody rolls their eyes when I say this. I was a political science major in college, which of course makes me an expert. I feel like I put my 9 years of grief in to be able to say this, but here's what I want to tell you. I really want to emphasize this. Don't listen to any of these polls until Election Day. Please, I'm begging you. I'm begging. Because here's the deal. I'm talking as a political science expert. The only polls that matter are the ones that the campaigns do internally. The Congress candidate, the reason why Joe Biden had to drop out of the race, even though and by the way, I just wanted to make an aside here. Joe Biden saved this country twice. And I think we all need to acknowledge that. He's had one of the greatest presidencies of my lifetime, and you know, we're all about the same age, except for my daughter. But I think we can all acknowledge he's been fantastic. Anyway, to get back to the polls, only the internal polls of the campaigns are the ones that really matter. And you're not going to know about those, you know? So don't, and here's the thing about all the polls and the pundits. They need and want the race to look like it's tied until Election Day. That's what keeps people watching. That's what keeps the ratings up. That's what keeps the advertising revenue coming in. I'm telling you, after we did 5 shows, Blue Wave shows in 2018. That was the year in the midterms that the Democrats flipped 40 seats in Congress. And after that, Joe Biden won in 2020. And after that, every single special election, Democrats were winning. And then in 2022, there was supposed to be a red wave, and that didn't happen. So why the heck is that guy going to win now? You know, it just isn't possible. So I'm not saying this for you to get overconfident, because you shouldn't. You should work your asses off to make sure this happens, especially the Senate and the Congress. Because, and I'll just add this, as I said before, my big hobby horse issue is voting rights, and the reason for that is not only for the obvious, because it is what democracy stands for, but the other side has been destroying voting rights on a regular basis for 20 years because they can't win elections any other way. And we have to do everything we can. Every single issue that we care about, whether it's climate change, LGBTQ rights, abortion rights, anything involving women, actually, go down the list of issues, and it's all about whether or not we have Democrats in Congress and in the Senate, in the House and the Senate, so they can pass these voting rights laws. So keep focusing on that. Do what you can. I really appreciate all the donations and the people that have been buying the raffles. And speaking of the raffles, I now want to bring to the stage the people who came up with this brilliant idea to take your money away. That was, and by the way, I lowered the cover charge from 30 to 20 for this show, not knowing they were going to come up with this idea. So you might as well be paying the 30, right? Or more. But now I want to bring up, they'll explain to you what I'm sure they all told you outside, but they're the leaders of this extra effort, and that's Sue Matsuki and Meg Flather.
Hi, everyone. So, as you were coming in, we were running a raffle outside. We have several packages. There's beautiful jewelry, custom-made jewelry, And there's all individual little bags, so whatever you don't want to wear yourself, you can gift for Christmas. There's the pasta basket, which is doing really well. And I have a great big bag to take that home with, so that whoever wins that will have a nice big bag to take that home with. We have face care products.
We have over $200 value of the #1 independent clinical brand sold in 20 countries. No mineral oil, parabens, petroleum dyes, alcohol, formaldehyde. Certified. Pretty much, is that my choice?
Can you tell that she works for Home Shopping Network? That's Meg Flather, yeah.
Everything you need from the bra line to the hairline, and all the way around the eyes and the lips.
There you go. And then the final raffle package is I mentioned that, but six free shows. There's 4 free tickets to Lisa Viggiano's show, who's in the show tonight. You'll hear her. 2 free tickets to Meg's Hammerstein show, and then 2 free tickets to my Reservations for 2 show here and at Green Room 42, all in November, and it comes with books from both of us, CDs from all of us, so that. And Laurie Krauz is a public speaking coach. She's giving a 1-hour session for anyone who wants to work on public speaking, so that's a great package. Then we have, talk about these.
So those are the raffle ticket to win offers. These are 2 gorgeous watercolors, beautifully framed by my sister Julie Zeitman, who is a fantastic painter and human being, and has been writing cards ever since Laurie Krauz told her to. In 2018, and she's not doing that right now.
Right.
So we have bids, and you can come talk to us in the back. We have a $50 bid for the flowers watercolor, and a $50 bid for the woman. Now this one is covered in protective plastic. It's gorgeous.
We also have packaging to bring this home safely, both of these home safely. So if anybody is interested in either of these and wants to outbid our other bidder, just go see Meg. All right, I'm going to kick you off stage because I think I'm up next, right?
Yes. And by the way, if anybody wants baseball pitching lessons, I'll do an hour. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me do a proper introduction. A Mech and Bistro and Julie Wilson Award winner, this gal you see on the stage is celebrating her 30th year with her music director in a famous duet show called Reservations for 2, right here at Don't Tell Mama on November 8th. Ladies and gentlemen, Sue Matsuki.
Thank you. So, no matter what the outcome of this election, how many of you will probably not be celebrating Thanksgiving and Christmas with their families again this year? We're all so sure, we're all so wise. No limits, no boundaries, no compromise. Laughing at our neighbors, smiling through a hiss. How did we come to this? We're all amused, we're all inspired, so cunning, so clever, and so admired. Easy to be angry, easy to dismiss. How did we come to this? Maybe I've been living in a daydream. Maybe I've been walking in my sleep. But if I were awake, pardon my mistake. For time is running low, and talk is running cheap. We play our games, we place our bets. No wisdom, no weakness, and no regrets. up with frenzy, killing with a kiss. How did we all come to this? Time goes by, plans grow stale, people die, and parties fail. How did we come to this?
Yeah. Sue Matsuki, everybody. Beautiful, Sue. Beautiful. Our next lovely performer, you just saw her hawking wares a minute ago, is a 2-time Bistro Award winner and 4-time Mac Award winner, including this year when she won Major Female Artist, the wonderful Meg Flather.
And I didn't even mention that every product has the NIA 114 molecule that took 30 years of research to make niacin absorb into skin to improve the skin barrier function. Okay, I got that out.
There's no neck cream in there?
There's a neck cream in
Oh,
there.
you said from the chin to
To the
here.
bra line to the hairline.
Okay. The neck cream's great.
So we're going to combine Miss Tracy Stark again. We're going to combine a little Rodgers and Hammerstein into a new Meg Flather, Jamie Rogers song. I wrote this with my husband, and we're still married. But it was inspired by having a flight delay of like 5 hours in Toronto, and thinking that the room was going to deteriorate and everyone was going to become very negative and hostile and competitive. But what I saw unfold was sort of miraculously beautiful. And I like to think that this plane ride home is a metaphor that we're not as divided as we are told. I'll leave it there. When the sky is a bright canary yellow, I forget every cloud I've ever seen. So they call me a cockeyed optimist, immature and incurably green. I have heard people rant and rave and bellow that we're done and we might as well be dead. But I'm only a cockeyed optimist, and I can't get it into my head. They're telling me we can agree from different shores of a raging sea. But on this plane, you ask my name. Stories unfold that sound the same. People are good. People are basically good. People are good. People are good. To rise to learn and earn a wage, then go to final sleep at a finite age, trusting we were just enough and loved with the good stuff. People are good. People are basically good. People
They're telling me we can't agree from different shores of a raging sea. But on this plain, you ask my name. Stories unfold that sound the same. People are good. People are basically good. People are good. People are good. People are good. People are basically good. People are good. People are good. Thank you. Tracy Stark.
Meg Flather.
Beautiful, Meg. All right. Next up, we have somebody who is doing her second Blue Wave show. It's great to have her back. She is an award-winning storyteller, singer, and actor who incorporates music and song into her work. As I said, she performed in our Blue Wave show in January 2020. Please welcome with her accompanist, who she will introduce, April Armstrong.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I just have to set up for a second. Talk amongst yourselves.
We obviously rehearsed this meticulously.
And you're in an amp, right?
Yeah, April Armstrong.
You guys are hilarious. So funny. So, I'm super, are you gonna be all the way back there? Come.
He's new to Don't Tell Mama.
I'm new to Don't Tell Mama.
April's new to...
Hey, how's it going?
All right.
How's your steak? So, yeah, Derek du Liebe, as in Ach du Liebe, we just met each other today. Yeah, it was like at the bus stop, basically. But just no. But definitely via phone. So he came highly recommended, and I'm so glad that he could do it because my wonderful friend Iodele is doing. He's going to be doing the Louis Armstrong show in the Pit. And they only just gave him the music, and the rehearsals start like Tuesday. So he had 10 charts to learn. He was like, I can't come, I'm sorry. So I was like, oh, I hate you, but good luck with that. So, no, I'm super excited for him, super excited. I'm so happy to be here, and we're going to do something by Marvin Gaye. Mother, mother, there's too many of you crying. Brother, 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 there's far too many of you dying. We've got to find a way to bring some loving here today. Father, Father, we don't need to escalate. War is not the answer, 'cause only love can conquer hate. You know we've got to find a way to bring some understanding here today. Picket signs and picket lines don't punish me with brutality. Come on, talk to me so you can see what's going on, what's going on, what's going on, what's going on. Mother, mother, everybody thinks we're wrong. Who are they to judge us? Because we sing a different love song. We've got to find a way to bring some loving here today. Picket signs and picket lines don't punish me. You can sing along with brutality. Come on, talk to me so you can see what's going on, what's going on, what's going on, what's going on. Let's do that again. What's going on? 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 I'll tell you what's going on.
What's going on is April Armstrong. Great job, guys. Is there another Trump assassin in here, or what's going on? Oh my goodness. Okay. How are we doing? Great job. Great job, Kelly. That's Kelly. That's Kelly, our tech person, saving the day over there. Okay. Here is a wonderful vocalist who sings with many local bands, and she is an amazing friend, and I'm looking to see what she texted me on her phone for her intro. She leads her own group, by the way, called, what's your group? Remy and the Basic Goodness. And by the way, Rembert and the Basic Goodness has a record release show at the Cutting Room on Wednesday, October 23rd. So after you hear her, you're definitely going to make reservations, right? Okay. Here she is, Rembert Block.
Hi. I'm going to move this out of the way. So ever since the pandemic, my family and I have been having this Zoom on Sundays. And lately, I'm lucky because my immediate family, we all kind of lean in the same direction. And so the first question anybody asks is like, so how you feeling? How you feeling about this? And lately, I've just been saying, I'm feeling a landslide. And then I have to like take it back. Like I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to get my hopes up. You know, we all had that heartbreak. But it's hard to contain my emotions. We can never know about the days to come, but we think about them anyway. And I wonder if I'm really with you now, or just chasing after some finer day. Anticipation. I saw that debate. She brilliantly baited him, and I tell you how easy it feels to be with you. How right your ideas feel around me. But I rehearsed those lines just late last night when I was thinking about how right that night will be. Anticipation. Anticipation is making me late. It's keeping me waiting. And tomorrow we might not be together. I'm no prophet, and I don't know nature's ways. But I will see into your eyes right now. And let's turn the page, 'cause these are the good old days. These are the good old days. Let's turn the page, 'cause these are the good old days. It's time to turn the page. 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 Thank you. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you, Tracy.
Thank you, Remy. Woo! Rembert Block, ladies and gentlemen. Remy, be careful. So, you can't have a political show without a little Bob Dylan, can you? So we're going to have a little mini Bob Dylan set starting right now. And coming to the stage is a Bistro, Mac, and BroadwayWorld.com award winner and performer in many of our Blue Wave shows, Lisa Viggiano.
I didn't know there's a Bob Dylan set. That's awesome. So, remember when we were voting for pantsuits?
I actually want that outfit.
Change takes time. Come gather round, people, wherever you roam, and admit and accepted that soon we'll be drenched to the bone. If your time to you is worth saving, then you better start swimming or you'll sink like a stone, for the times they are a-changing. Come writers and critics who prophesize with your pen, keep your eyes wide, this time won't come again. Don't speak too soon, for the polls are in spin, and there's no telling who that it's naming, for the loser now will be later to win, for the times they are a-changing. Come senators, congressmen, please heed the call. Don't stand in the doorway, don't block up the hall, for he who gets hurt will be he who has stalled. There's a battle outside and it's raging. It'll soon shake your windows and rattle your walls, for the times they are a-changing. Come mothers and fathers throughout the land, and don't criticize what you can't understand. Your sons and your daughters are beyond your command. The old road is rapidly aging. Please get out of the new one if you can't lend your hand, for the times they are a-changing. The line, it is drawn. The curse, it is cast. The slow one now will later be fast, and the present now will later be past. The order is rapidly fading, and the first one now will later be last, for the times, for the times, for the times. Sing with me, they are a-changing. One more time. For the times, they are a-changing. A new way forward. Thank you.
Lisa Viggiano. Folks, I apologize for not bringing any good singers tonight. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. So, the second part of our little Bob Dylan festival is going to be presented by the woman at the piano. 16-time Mac Award winner. I'm sure she's embarrassed to hear those numbers. Including this year as Best Music Director, ladies and gentlemen, Tracy Stark.
Thank you so much. I love that this room is so filled with positivity and love. I mean, truly, it's palpable, isn't it? It's a beautiful thing. I'm going to bring the room down now. The song that Lisa just sang was written in 1963. The song I'm singing was also written in 1963. And I would love for you to keep that in mind when you realize that when I'm singing it, it feels like it was written yesterday. Exactly. Oh, Oh, my name, it ain't nothing. My age, it means less. And the country I come from is called the Midwest. I was taught and brought up there the laws to abide. And the land that I live in has God on its side. Oh, the history books tell it, they tell it so well. The cavalry's charged, the Indians fell. The cavalry's charged, and the Indians died. Well, the country was young then, with God on its side. Oh, the Spanish-American War had its day, and the Civil War, too, was soon laid away. And the names of the heroes I was made to memorize, with guns in their hands and God on their side. Well, the First World War, boys, it came and it went. The reason for fighting I never did get. But I learned to accept it with pride. 'Cause you don't count the dead when God's on your side. The Second World War, it came to an end. We forgave the Germans and then we were friends. Though they murdered 6 million in the ovens they fried. But the Germans now too have God on their side. Well, I learned to hate Russians all through my life. If another war comes, it's them we will fight. To hate them and fear them, to run and to hide, and accept it all bravely with God on my side. But now we got weapons of chemical dust. If fire them we're forced to, then fire we must. One push of a button and I shot the world wide. But you never ask questions when God's on your side. So now as I'm leaving, I'm weary as hell. And the confusion I'm feeling ain't no tongue can tell. The words fill my head and they fall to the floor. That if God's on our side, He'll stop the next war.
Tracy Stark. Amazing. Fantastic. So Tracy. Yes. I'm over here.
I can't see.
Yeah, I'm right down here. Right here we are. Here I am. Right in the middle. Right in the middle of the, never mind. Tracy, I'll just ask you a question. Tracy. Now she's pulling my leg.
Yes, Stephen. Yes.
You know who else we have on our side? There's somebody. You know who else is on our side?
I do, but I think you want to say it.
Yeah. Women are on our side.
Oh, yes.
And especially black women are on our side. Besides Joe Biden, ladies and gentlemen, black women are going to save this country. And that's my setup for our next section of songs, which we're calling Celebrating Women, because that's how we're going to win this election. And it's going to be 5 songs, and to get it rolling is a woman who is an American actress, singer, choreographer, and stage director. She is best known for her performances in Broadway musicals. She received a 1995 Tony Award nomination for Best Featured Actress in a Musical for her performance in Smokey Joe's Cafe. Ladies and gentlemen, Brenda Braxton. And this is her second Blue Wave show, so she's a veteran.
And I have a confession to make. I know. I'm a childless cat lady.
But a really hot one.
Thank you. With a new hip, too. Okay? Who knew back in 1995, oh, God, that when we sang this song on Broadway in Smokey Joe's Cafe, it would be so perfect for right now, right? I can wash out 44 pairs of socks and have them hanging on the line. I can start to iron 2 dozen shirts before he can count from 1 to 9. I can scoop up a great big dipper full of lard from the drippings can, throw it in a skillet, go out and do my shopping, and be back before it melts in the pan. 'Cause I'm a woman, a W-O-M-A-N. I'll say it again. I can rub and scrub this whole house till it's shiny like a dime. Feed the baby, grease the car, and powder my face at the same time. Get all dressed up, go out and swing till 4 a.m. and then lay down at 5, jump up at 6, and start all over again. I am a woman, a W-O-M-A-N. I'll say it again. I don't know if you can see me down here. If you come to me sickly, you know I'm gonna make you well. If you come to me hexed up, you know I'm gonna break the spell. Now, if you come to me hungry, I'm gonna fill you full of grits. But if it's loving you lacking, I'll kiss you and give you the shivering fits. 'Cause I am a woman, a W-O-M-A-N. I'll say it again. Oh, I'm a woman, a W-O-M-A-N. Now here's my favorite one. I can stretch a greenback dollar bill from here to kingdom come. I can play the numbers, pay my bills, and still end up with some. Well, I got a $20 gold piece, says there's nothing I can't do. I can make a dress out of a feed bag and make a man out of you. Cause I'm a woman, W-O-M-A-N.
Brenda Braxton, everybody. Broadway royalty. Woo! Folks, one of the things that's been so great about producing and hosting all these shows is it's so impressive how all these women, all the performers, when asked to pick songs for a set that's for political shows, how brilliant they are about coming up with songs that are just perfect. And what's great about it for me is that there are songs that I've never heard that they've come up with that are amazing and that I soon become fans of. And this is one of them that I had not heard before. And the next singer is a longtime opera singer turned cabaret star. Here's the 2011 Bistro Award winner and 2012 MAC Award winner, Janice Hall.
Hi, everyone. So I would like to take this opportunity to thank J.D. Vance. No, really. Because of him, cats are having a moment. And as another childless cat lady, I'm here for it. So you may not be surprised to find out that this is a song about a cat. Not a four-legged cat, however. This is a two-legged feline person. The kind of person who probably drives Donald Trump crazy. Or crazier. But we're not going to call this cat Kamala because that doesn't fit the profile here. So we're going to say, I don't know, let's call this cat Melania. You were looking for love, then you found her. And if you take care of her nicely, well, maybe she'll purr. She comes and she goes wherever she will. When she sees a creature that's weaker, she comes in for the kill. She stretches and rolls from her head to her toes in the silk sheets. Toys with her prey, she can stay there all day, making mincemeat. But she'll never come to you, no matter what you do. She knows she's got you now. Meow. She'll rip up your bedclothes, then go on a chase. She takes it for granted you worship her. She takes up your space. If you try to touch her, ooh, she'll hiss and she'll bite. And just when you think you are over her, there she comes in the night. She lands on her feet, won't play fair with you, eats only gourmet. Whenever she needs you, she'll eat from your hand, long as you pay. But she'll never come to you, no matter what you do. You've lost control, and how? Meow. On her feet, won't play fair with you, eats only gourmet. Whenever she needs you, she'll eat from your hand, long as you pay. But she won't belong to you, no matter what you do. Enjoy it anyhow. No, you can't be very smart with a claw right through your heart. Look who's crying now. Meow.
Janice Hall, everybody. Stay here, stay here. Wow. So the reason I came to the stage after Janice's song is that, you know, she could have been in a lot of places today, but she came here to perform, and she could have been in a lot of places because today is her birthday. That's right. Right. So the good news is that instead of anybody giving her a present, she's donating $10,000. No, I'm sorry. But we're going to give her a present right now and think everybody should get together and sing Happy Birthday to Janice. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Janice. Happy birthday to Janice Hall, everybody. My birthday's in a little over 2 weeks. You want to do me now? No. Okay. Let me get my beer. Did I just put my glasses away? Here they are. Hold on. The scourge of a lifetime. Okay. So to continue with our Celebrating Women theme, we are now going to hear from, accompanying herself on the piano is our star from our opening number. She is a musical theater actor and a vocalist and pianist and a vocal coach and my good friend, Blair Alexis Brown.
You know, some of my best friends are childless cat ladies. And also I am one. I didn't include myself in some of my best friends because I'm not very nice to myself. I'm not one of my best friends. The worst is when I make plans with myself and then I just ghost myself. It's so rude. That wasn't exactly brilliant stand-up, but I think hopefully you can tell that I have a decent sense of humor. I think anyone who knows me well would say that I have a finely honed and humble sense of humor. So I've been trying for weeks to understand why I have had next to no sense of humor about the whole childless cat ladies thing. I'm usually like first in line for the meme wars and the parody songs. I love that stuff. My heart wasn't in it. Certainly it is deserving of ridicule. Certainly it is not something to be taken any stock in. But my heart just hasn't been in it. And I think that that's because I just think that it is too complicated and too sensitive and too wrong. The notion of motherhood, particularly as it relates to identity and sense of self, is extraordinarily complicated. Whether you're a mother, a childless cat lady, someone desperately yearning to be a mother, but who struggles with infertility, or any of the other myriad circumstances that exist for women in the world. It's just that regardless of the choice that you make, you will always be mourning something. How vital, then, to have anyone imply that anyone's decisions about motherhood are more or less valid than anyone else's. No less someone who's running for vice president of the United States. And how vile
that so many in this country seem to think that the government has any say in the matter, especially as it relates to your health or safety. Yeah. So why did I want to sing the song that I'm about to sing for you today? Because the person singing this tune is a working class woman who has struggled to feel capable of having power over her own life. And just when she's starting to know what it might feel like to step into her power, she's about to become a mother. And she knows that her life will never really be her own again. It's not simple to say. Most days, I don't recognize me. These shoes and this apron, that place and its patrons, have taken more than I gave them. It's not easy to know I am not anything like I used to be. Although it's true, I was never attention's sweet center. I still remember that girl. She's imperfect, but she tries. She is good, but she lies. She is hard on herself. She is broken and won't ask for help. She is messy, but she's kind. She is lonely most of the time. She is all of this mixed up and baked in a beautiful pie. She is gone, but she used to be mine. And it's not what I asked for. Sometimes life just slips in through a back door and carves out a person and makes you believe it's all true. And now I've got you, and you're not what I asked for. If I'm honest, I know I would give it all back for a chance to start over and rewrite an ending or two. For that girl that I knew, who was reckless just enough, who gets hurt, but who learns how to toughen up when she's bruised and gets used by a man who can't love. And then she'll get stuck and be scared of the life that's inside her, growing stronger each day till it finally reminds her to fight just a little, to bring back the fire in her eyes that's been gone, but it used to be mine. She used to be mine. She's messy, but she's kind. She is lonely most of the time. She's all of this mixed up and baked in a beautiful pie. She is gone, but she used to be mine.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Blair Alexis Brown with a song, beautiful song from the musical Waitress. It took me a while to get my reading glasses back on because I had to take them off from the tears that were coming down. So, to complete our Celebrating Women suite, if you will, next up is a musical theater actor, a key member of the outstanding 5-person vocal group Marquee 5, and a 2019 MAC Award winner who I was proud to have been the publicist for. Sierra Rein with backup singers Janice Hall, Rembert Block, and Tracy Stark. Sierra Rein, everybody.
All right. We've got mics. We're gonna borrow his, or are you gonna use that one? Janice is like,
Give her a mic.
I think it's easier to get yours. There we go.
Why don't you use both?
Is it on?
This song is by a blues R&B singer called Kebmo. It's KEB''MO''. He's a great, fantastic singer-songwriter. He plays guitar. It's absolutely fabulous. There's a tiny bit of man bashing in this. So just a warning. Although I did show the lyrics to my husband, and he was like, "Yeah, we deserve that." And there's a lovely double echo call and response that my lovely ladies here are going to do it. So once you get the gist of it, feel free to join in. Way back when, in the beginning of time, man made the fire, man the wheel, went from a horse to an automobile. He said the world is mine. He took the oceans and the sky. He set the borders, built the walls. He won't stop till he owns it all. And here we are, standing on the brink of disaster. Enough is enough, is enough, is enough. I know the answer. Put a woman in charge. Woman in charge. Woman in charge. Put the women in charge. Women in charge. Put the woman in charge. Woman in charge. Put the women in charge. The time has come. We've got to turn this world around. Call the mothers. Call the daughters. We need the sisters of mercy now. She'll be a hero, not a fool. She's got the power to change the rules. She's got something that men don't have. She is kind and she understands. So let the ladies do what we were born to do. Raise the vibrations and make a better place for me and you. Put a woman in charge. Put a woman in charge. Put the women in charge. Put a woman in charge. Put a woman in charge. Woman in charge. Put the women in charge. Hallelujah, hallelujah. We're gonna feel the magic when the girls take over. It's gonna be fantastic. So put a woman in charge. Put a woman in charge. Put the women in charge. Put the women in charge. Put a woman in charge. Put a woman in charge. Put the woman in charge. Put the woman in charge. Put a woman in charge. Put the woman in charge.
Put a woman in charge.
Put a woman in charge.
Put a woman in charge. Put a woman in charge.
One more time. Or put
Put a woman in charge.
Woman in charge.
Put women in charge.
Woman in charge.
Put a woman in charge.
Woman in charge.
Put the women in
charge. Put a woman in charge.
Sierra Rein, everybody. With Janice Hall, Rembert Block, and Tracy Stark. I don't know about you guys, but after, what we've been dealing with, I'm ready for a woman in charge. Speaking of women in charge, next up is a 3-time Mac Award winner, 2-time Bistro Award winner, named one of the top 500 jazz vocalists of all time in a book by jazz critic Scott Yanow, and a proud, lifelong rabid liberal, and also a fellow New York Mets fan, Laurie Krauz.
Thank you. Yeah, we still pray for those Mets. So, Stephen, thank you so much for including me once again in this. I absolutely love these shows. It brings me hope. Clap for it, yeah. Through the years of doing these, I would always pick a song to do that felt like whatever the theme was that I was going through getting ready for the election. And I mean, there have been some really bleak tunes I've done. But ever since future Vice President Tim Walz said to future President Harris, "Thank you for bringing the joy back," I have been feeling the joy, I have been feeling the love here tonight, and so I decided to go with that. And so with the help of George and Ira and the woman in charge, like how I did that? I thought about that yesterday, actually. I rehearsed it. The more I read the papers, the less I comprehend the world and all its capers. Sing the song to sing the word capers. And how it all will end. Nothing seems to be lasting, but that isn't our affair. We've got something permanent, I mean, in the way we care. It's very clear our love is here to stay, not for this year, but ever and a day. The radio and the telephone and the movies that we know may just be passing fancies, and in time may go. But oh my dears, our love is here to stay. Together we're going a long, long way. In time, the Rockies may crumble, Gibraltar may tumble. They're only made of clay, but our love is day.
Going a long, 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 long way in time. The Rockies may crumble, Gibraltar may tumble. They're only made of clay, but our love is here. Our love is here. Our love is here to stay.
Tracy Stark.
Laurie Krauz. Laurie Krauz. Like I said, next show I'll bring some singers. I don't know. So it's time to do thank yous before we have our finale, our final performer, our big finale, and there's a few things we need to do. First of all, so like I said, we've done 12 of these shows, and Tracy's been music director for 9 of them, but we've also, I think, done 9 of them. Don't Tell Mama. Yay. And the reason for that is the person that runs this place, who has been unbelievably supportive of this series from day one. I love this man, as everybody in the Cabaret community does. I'm sure he starts getting embarrassed about all the love that people shower on him, but I'm going to say it anyway. Let's give a round of applause for the great Sidney Meyer. And I have to tell you, I live for the emails that I exchange with Sidney, where the first words are, "Stephen, darling." Or "Darling Stephen." Well, it's either one. Anyway, I also want to thank all the people associated with the room. On lights and sound tonight, and she was also like arranging the room and getting everybody seated. She was doing 4 jobs tonight. Kelly, thank you so much. Yeah, she was great. Great job, Kelly. And your servers, the immortal Randy Lester. And her accomplice back there at the bar, Adrian. And also, like in no particular order, I want to thank again the woman at the piano who has been the guiding musical light of this series from day one, Tracy Stark. And I not only want to thank with every ounce of my being all of the women that performed tonight, but every single performer who's been in one of these shows. They have devoted their passion, their political commitment to every one of them, gone out of their way to get rehearsed, get charts, everything, and just donating themselves from top to bottom. I just can't say enough about how much I love them. Let's thank all the singers tonight. And before I forget, ladies, let's not forget to take a group shot on stage. Last show, I completely forgot about that. I was kicking myself all the way back to Arizona. So we're not going to forget tonight. Okay, so now we have to do some business because we've had some raffling going on tonight. So Sue and Meg, are you coming up here for this? Yeah, okay, great. Have we been selling tickets during the show, by the way? No?
A few people came out.
Okay.
Let's have the house lights up so that people can see the tickets, if that's okay. Not my first rodeo.
Do I get to pick them?
Yes, you do. And you can read them so you have reading glasses.
All right, so
I knew they'd
first
come.
up,
What's this?
the winner of Cabaret shows, books, and swag, $500 value.
Oh my God.
Shipping and handling.
8 free tickets to 8 shows. Meg, myself, and Lisa Viggiano.
And Laurie Krauz.
And Laurie Krauz is a private session.
And
Oh,
books
damn.
and CDs and things. Okay, go.
I forgot to buy tickets.
Yeah, you did.
I want.
Just give us 20. So.
That would look shady if you won.
I want this prize. Somebody give it to me if you win.
Oh, like we wouldn't comp you into our show, please.
There you go.
And the winner
Okay.
is.
The winner is number 322443. Who's got?
That's me.
There you go.
Amy Con Russell, fantastic, globally beloved jeweler, $380 value.
All right.
Joyce's name.
By the way, if you're not here to get your prize, it goes to the host. Just want to. Okay, here we go. Da-da-da. All right. 322529. Who's got it?
Okay, look on the back, because we had a couple people that are in the show next door. Okay, no writing on there, so it's someone in this room.
322529. Somebody's got to have it. Nancy, you gave me. Oh! Is that Nancy Mendez? Nancy won. Nancy, by the way, gave me a whole slew of Project 2025 cards to hand out when I go back to Arizona. And the artwork sent for free. Yeah, so I'm glad.
$200 value of skincare.
You guys bought a lot of tickets.
Thank you for that, by the way.
Okay. 322-323. 322-323. Denver? You came from Denver? Oh my. You what? Oh, awesome. Awesome. All right. I'm going back to Arizona. We could fly back together. yeah, this has got to be.
Organic, everything's organic.
This was a good seller, so thank you for this.
All right. Well, all of them are 322, I think. So 322 4 5 6. Who's got it? It better not. Who got it? Who got it?
Does anybody want to bid against the $50 bid for each painting? All right then, Ellen, they are yours.
Okay. So before I bring on our tremendous finale performer, I just have one announcement to make to everybody. I'm very happy to make this announcement. I don't know whether you're going to care. We care. So my wife B and I, by the way, we celebrated our 43rd anniversary yesterday. She didn't. Thank you. She couldn't make this trip, but I did send flowers. We're moving back to New York early next year. So that's my warning to all the cabaret managers. I'm coming back to cause all kinds of trouble. I don't know if I'll be reviewing shows again. I've been there, done that. I don't want to make any more enemies than I already have. But anyway, I am now gonna, so thank you for that. Oh, by the way, the biggest thank you of all, thank all of you for coming tonight. What a great audience. Thank you. And now I'm gonna step down and do a proper introduction. So, ladies and gentlemen, our next performer is a 2-time Bistro Nightlife Award winner and 13-time MAC Award winner, whose international performances have taken her to concert halls and to theaters, to intimate clubs, and everything in between. She has produced 80 concerts at her musical home, the Birdland Jazz Club in New York City. She has performed in multiple Blue Wave shows, and we love her. Ladies and gentlemen, Natalie Douglas.
Hi, kids. How are you? What a fabulous show. Thanks. I'm thrilled to be here. Glad I could be. And I'm also glad that we're all here for such a happy, oh God, please, occasion. A lot of you know I come from a very political family. It's sort of the family business. My godfather was the mayor of Los Angeles for 20 years. And my earliest memory was going canvassing with my mother. She reasoned that people would be more apt to open that door if she were holding an adorable toddler. And it worked. He won, and I took full credit for that victory. But I have also been through my share of losses. He did not become governor of California in 1982. And I've had the ups and the downs. But again, I have a connection to our soon-to-be president. She's a good friend of my dad's. My dad is a political activist in San Francisco. And his best friend is Willie Brown. So they've known each other for years. And Dad says that, 4 years ago, he was really excited to know that it wasn't the first vice president he was going to know personally, but this was the first one who had his number in her phone. And so I was just in San Francisco last weekend, and we had brunch on Sunday, and I said, "How you feeling now, Dad?" And he said, "Well, I feel pretty confident that we're going to have a president who has my number in her phone." So I really need that to happen, y'all. Work your asses off. This song that I chose, I've been singing since 2016. I sang it in my Freedom Songs election show, which was about 2 weeks before that election. And I was seriously asking this question, and I felt like Susan Werner had some advice for all of us. Because the question is, how do we live together when we are as separate as we are? And I know we have more in common than we do, but the things that are keeping us apart are pretty big. How do we deal with it? And I don't know the answer. I don't think she knows the answer. But I think the joy and the love, if they're not answers, they're at least a path to the answer. How do they... It's okay. How do you love those who never will love you, who are happy to shove you out in front of the train? How do you not hate those who would leave you lie bleeding while they hold their prayer meeting? How do you love those who never will love you, who are so frightened of you they are calling for war? How do you not hate those who have loaded their Bibles and have armed their disciples? 'Cause I don't know anymore, and I can't find forgiveness for them anywhere in this. And as God as my witness, I really have to write. How do you love those who never will love you? I think only God knows, and she is not taking sides. I hope someday she shows us how we can love those who never will love us, but who still we must love. How do you love those?
Woo! Natalie Douglas, everybody. Beautiful. Natalie, stay on stage. Okay. Okay, so you're going to be able to applaud one more time because I'm going to call their names to come up so we can take a group photo. So here we go, one by one. Ladies and gentlemen, Blair Alexis Brown. And if Michael's here, Michael, you should come up. Michael Roberts. Sue Matsuki. Meg Flather, Meg Flather, just come up. Yes, you go. Rembert Block. April Armstrong, Lisa Viggiano, Tracy Stark, Brenda Braxton, Karen Oberlin, Janice Hall, Sierra Rein, Laurie Krauz, and Natalie Douglas. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be, a bunch of us are going to be having dinner in the restaurant. I don't know if there's going to be a bunch of us, but if you want to have dinner over at Don't Tell Mama restaurant, and there is some seats, come over there and join us and tell us how great the show was. All right? Awesome. Coupons for the restaurant. Awesome. All right. Picture time. And feel free, anybody, to take pictures because you never know when they come out, and send them to me.
I know you're working. Somebody get Sue and Meg at the table. Sydney, get Sue and Meg. Sue and Meg. Sue and Meg, come in.
Yeah. We got to get Sue and Meg. So how's everybody doing? I got time to kill. I might as well chat. Yes, just right. Donate generously. Yeah, awesome. As somebody who's been a coach, can I give Coach Walls a little equal time? Okay. Thank you, everybody. Love you all.
Thank you so much, everyone. I'd like to invite all the performers to head on out to the piano bar where the audience is going to come and greet you. Audience members, your checks are on their way out. Once you have settled up those checks, we invite you to grab the rest of your drink and head on out to the piano bar to greet all the performers.